A Trump voter has been charged with killing his wife and then using her mail-in ballot to vote for Donald Trump. Now, as I'll show you, this story, at least the voter fraud part of it, really isn't all that surprising considering this has happened a number of times before with Trump voters. So before I get to some of those examples, let me go a little more into this story. So this is Barry Morphew here. He was charged with murdering his wife and of using her mail-in ballot to cast an extra vote for then President Donald Trump. This is in Colorado. Last week, the man was charged with murder in the disappearance of 49-year-old Suzanne Morphew, whose body has not been found. And this week, CNN reports that a warrant was issued this week alleging Mr. Morphew committed voter fraud by submitting his missing wife's ballot, but with his own name printed on the signature line. From CNN here, when FBI agents went to interview Barry Morphew on April 22nd, 2021, he told them he did it because he wanted Trump to win re-election. Barry replied, "Just because I wanted Trump to win. And I just thought, give him," referring to President Trump, "another vote," the affidavit said. Morphew allegedly also said, quote, "I figured all those other guys are cheating, and I know she," referring to Suzanne Renee Morphew, "was going to vote for Trump," referring to President Trump anyway, according to the affidavit. He allegedly told investigators that he didn't know it was illegal to vote for your spouse. This guy didn't know, at least claims, he didn't know it was illegal to vote for your spouse. Can you imagine if you could just vote for your spouse? But it would be like the main reason to get married is because you could just take her mail-in ballot and vote for her. So ridiculous. Now, of course, look at the projection here. Oh, those other guys are all those Democrats, big cheaters. So I got to vote twice, which makes you a cheater. Unfriggin' believable. Now, of course, if we go back to September, scary time, COVID cases all-time high, Donald Trump, still president, here he was saying, or encouraging people in North Carolina to vote twice, which New York Times points out is illegal. So I covered that back when it happened. Can you imagine if Joe Biden on the campaign trail told voters to vote twice? Fox News would still be talking about it. But here you have former President Donald Trump encourages voters to vote twice. Now, here are some examples of people that listen to him. Trump supporter admits to voter fraud after casting dead mother's ballot in 2020. This story from May 4th. Newsweek here, Trump supporter admits voter fraud, says she voted twice for president in viral video. That's from November 12th, 2020. Delaware County man charged with registering dead relatives to vote in presidential election. Bruce Bartman, 70, told investigators he acted in an attempt to further President Trump's campaign. He was charged with perjury and unlawful voting. And one example here from 2016, Trump supporter charged with voting twice in Iowa, and she pled guilty to voting twice as well. So several examples here of Trump voters voting twice and then claiming that they're doing it because, oh, the other guys are cheaters. Just absolutely hilarious. Thank God Donald Trump no longer president. So really we can just read this story and for the most part laugh. Of course, somebody here lost their life. So not a completely comical story. But apart from that, just absolutely ridiculous that you have all of these Trump supporters voting twice and complaining that the Democrats are the cheaters.